Welcome to FIFA Save My Life. Hope you're well today on this Monday. You've completed Weekend League, I'm sure, and hopefully you've got great results. I am here today to talk about, I'm here to talk about FUT Birthday. I want to sum up what I think about FUT Birthday and again some of the feedback I got from you guys. So, first of all, Weekend League, just a quick update on how I did, and I'm interested to see how you did down below. I got 14 wins. I had a bit of a fragmented Weekend Birthday due to the... Where has your beard gone? What do you mean, where's my beard gone? Oh my god! I shaved it off. I wanted to start again, it was getting messy. Right, so, Weekend League, I got 14. It was a bit of a fragmented one. For those who saw, I managed to do, and I'm still not over it, 24 hours continuous streaming on live on YouTube. You can see some of the videos on here. They're broken into 2-hour fragments, apart from one that's 7 hours for some reason. God knows what happened there. But most of them are 2-hour fragments. You can dip in and out. But you can see, if you add it up, I was continuously streaming for 24 hours from 6:30 on Friday to 6:30 Saturday evening. I didn't sleep. I had basically sweets, which I've still got some here. I basically had lots of energy drinks and lots of company, guys. Number one, I want to thank a lot of people, too many to mention, as they say in the academies, but I want to thank so many people for turning up on the day or over the 24 hours and talking to me, playing games against me, giving me advice, asking for advice back. It was a massive success. I gained a load of new subs out of it. I got to know a lot of people. I was talking to people from Australia, from Russia, from Serbia, from the UK, from America, from Spain, from Japan, China. We had lots of different types of people come on, all to do with FIFA, all actually interested in also the mental health side of it, that I was raising awareness of on the day. And again, yeah, it was a massive success. I managed to last 24 hours, which was amazing. I did play a few Team of the Week games in between, Weekend League games in between, but not many, because I kept on getting called out and asking to play them or play games and stuff like that, or do SBCs. So again, I managed to complete 2 massive SBCs of the icons, which I love the SBC icon for the mid-range icon, and the first one was a massive success. I got Henri. I got a 90 rated Henri. I obviously, as you know, I had an 87 rated Henri already. I had baby Henri, and I loved baby Henri, and I am now loving having mid-range Henri. He is one of my favourite players of all time, full stop. But to have him as a mid-range now at 90 rated, it's amazing, absolutely phenomenal, and that was great. And then I did another one just as we were coming to a close of the 24 hours. I did one more and pulled a Zanetti, which was great, because I've never had a decent right back. I had Da Costa for a long time as a SBC, 84 rated. He is brilliant, but he's German, so he doesn't really match in with any of my team. But I managed to pull out Zanetti, who obviously fits in anywhere, and he is brilliant. He's absolutely fantastic. So 88 rated Zanetti. So I actually pulled out 2 amazing icons on the day, and obviously opened some packs. We did some little mini SBCs. We did lots of player picks. A lot of the player picks that I did ended up being SBCs, so we had a lot of success with those. We pulled out some 90 raters and stuff like that. And to be fair, we had fun. I want to thank people like Callum. He played lots of games against me and beat me. We had iBond 369 as always, came in, played lots of games, again let me beat him, and he was great for conversation and that. We had Mark came in, who I know on Twitter as well, follows me on Twitter. So again, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please follow FIFA Save My Life on Twitter as well, because I put lots of different stuff on there. I don't always put stuff on this channel. I put sometimes if I win stuff and you know, problems Jones, etc., etc. on there. I put it on there. Mark's on there. I had Wilson. She was amazing, or he's amazing. I can't remember which one it was. But absolutely amazing. Now in America. Hope you had a safe trip, and see you when you get back. We had Jordan. We had, oh God, too many to mention, guys. I can't even remember. I'm still a little bit jet lagged, I suppose is the word. But overall, massive success. I've been asked to do it again. I won't be doing it again too soon, but I will probably do it again before the end of FIFA, sort of before the end of the season type thing. We'll probably, work it out and probably have a bit more notice this time, and see if we can make a bigger deal of it. But overall, really enjoyed it. Really strange when the sun was coming up and you could hear the birds tweeting, and you're talking to some guy in Australia and you're playing football with them and all the rest of it. Quite surreal, but really good. I learned an awful lot. I sorted out my team over the weekend as well, and I really enjoyed it, so I would do it again in a heartbeat, but just not quite yet. I've not caught up yet. So the main topic of today is, did we or did we not enjoy FUT Birthday? That is my big question. I hyped FUT Birthday up. I saved all my cards back. I saved any money back for it, all my coins, etc. Got really excited about it. And my initial thing is, yes, there was some good points. Now, if I go against Carnival, which I wasn't expecting anything from, that was amazing. I got loads of decent players from Carnival. I got, Talisca, Hulk, Ben Arthur, people like that. I got loads of people like that. But I just enjoyed it. I like the challenges. I like the weekday challenges. I thought they were great. I just thought it was really well done. Really well done. And it felt good as well. There was a good feeling about it. With FUT Birthday, again, it was hyped. It was 10 years, guys. 10 years of FUT Birthday. We're expecting big things, massive things. And I think, personally, it fell flat. I think it fell very flat. I think they picked probably the wrong players to release on the most part. I think the weekly objectives were poor. I'm still doing the ones this week, which were marginally better than the week before, but I think they were poor. Where I really enjoyed the Carnival ones, I really don't enjoy these ones. I think they're quite tedious compared to it, and again, you don't get as good cards from it as well. But yeah, let's go through some of the stuff that you got, and then we can, we'll have a look and sort of decide. But there's some really positive. My big positive so far is Willian. I've got 88 rated Willian, as it changed from a winger to a cam, and the guy is scoring goals for fun from me. In fact, I can tell you now, I've played 77 games with Christ Almighty. I've played 77 games with him already and scored 26 goals, and he's assisted 22 times. He is an amazing player. He's got 4-star, 4-star, and his stats were amazing. He was one of the first ones to come out as well. And yeah, amazing. Absolutely. He's been my highlight of it so far. So, what did we have? So let's go through some of the things that we had during FUT Birthday. So in packs, which I didn't pack a single, and I opened a lot of packs, and I mean a lot of packs over the last week or so. I didn't get a single FUT Birthday. I didn't get a sniff of it. In fact, I didn't get very many good cards, full stop. But you could have got a 93 Griezmann right winger, which is fine. You could have got Bale at 93 rated striker, which is even better. Kondogbia, Calaboli, sorry, from Napoli is a CDM. Mbappe is a left wing. All good so far. Right wing, Aubameyang, again brilliant. You've got Cam Coutinho, brilliant again. Cam Costa, again great. Right midfield, Marcelo, great. If you pack any of these are great so far. Leroy Sané Cam. Now I had Leroy Sané Cam for a bit as a 10-game loan because I completed the weekly objective. So I actually played him in my weekend league, and he was absolutely fantastic. Really fantastic, guys. He was really good. So we have him. We have Now, this is where it gets a bit off the reservation. We've got Mo Salah as a left back. I wouldn't have been happy with him. He'd have been straight on the sale for me. No point in having that. I don't see it. David Alaba, right midfield. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Virgil van Dijk up front. Yeah, again, there was quite a few of these, and this is where I started having problems. You've got a centre-back, it's all not bad actually, because he's a holding midfielder, so you can do it. Centre-back Kyle Walker, makes sense. He actually plays there for England a lot of the time, so brilliant, not a problem. You got right wing Son, again, swapping from left to right, so not a problem at all. You've got striker Anthony Martial, makes sense. Right wing Quincy Promes, which again is fine because he's just swapping wings. You have CDM Mucur, again fine. You have Pavard, right back. Okay, not the end of the world. Jordan Lukaku, centre back. Well, actually, he has played centre back, so that's not a problem. Hernandez from Real Sociedad, centre back. Again, don't really get it. Timo Werner, right wing. Again, I wouldn't have said no to it in a pack, but it was in the pack actually. This is the beginning of the SBCs now. So I didn't do this one, and it was Timo Werner, right wing. Again, I'm not got German team enough to say. Even Perisic. Now I did do this one, but I didn't complete it for the fact that I didn't want the player really. It didn't fit in with my team, but as a cam. Now that's a brilliant card, but again there was a lot of problems with it in the fact that it didn't really work out. We got 88 rated Willian, which I've just said is probably the best card of the whole FUT Birthday time so far. We got Romelu Lukaku, centre back. Now I did this one and I don't know, I genuinely don't know why I did it. I must have been drunk. I genuinely don't know why I did it. It looked good on paper. It looked really good on paper. He's big. He's strong. You think, well, if he gets a breakthrough, he's on the corner, he's going to score, all the rest of it. He's out of position all the time. He's nowhere near it. He's not as good at tackling as he should be. He misses all the tackles. Seems to miss all the header. He's atrocious, absolutely atrocious. Now I've got 87 rated. I've gone out and bought 87 rated over the weekend. Normal Lukaku for striker, and he's scored 30 goals in 30 games. I'm loving having him up front, but I'm finding having centre back Lukaku is terrible, and you cannot play centre back Lukaku up front. I've tried it, and you drop too many points on your chemistry, so not worth it. He will be going on an SBC, I am sure, for me at some point. We've got Sergio Ramos, striker again. When you looked at the price of this SBC, it was phenomenal. It was like 400,000 coins. Whilst then we had, and we'll talk about this in a minute, obviously we had the drop of mid-range icons, which were roughly about the same price, between 300,000 and 400,000 if you have no other cards. So I chose to go for the icons rather than, and roll the dice rather than go for Sergio Ramos, because I just didn't like his card. I didn't think it was good. At the moment we've got objectives. We've got Milija Savic as a right back. Looks okay, but again, it's not going to be great, and he doesn't match him with any of my players, but I'm going to probably get him and then use him as a SBC at 89 rated. You've got Jerome Boateng. Again, I'll get him, but I'll probably use him in an SBC. He's 89 rated. Because he's free to get, which is fine. But you've got Jerome Boateng, we've got from Bayern Munich, but he's a CDM, and again that probably works actually a lot better because he's normally obviously a defender. You got Freddie Gutin, again not really interested in him as a CM, but 87 rated. You had last week Zoltan Ibrahimovic as a centre back. Does not work. No one said it worked. It is an awful one. Terrible. Now I did Naldo from AS Monaco as a CDM, and actually I put him as a CM, and I bring him on usually for Roy Keane in the centre, and because of his height he does win an awful lot of headers. He does win a massive amount of headers, and usually when you're a bit tired he heads it on, and I get a few breaks out of him, so he's a good sub to come on and just head things back, and I've got quite a few Brazilian players, so he matches in quite well. And Javinho, again, I didn't see anything in his card at 87, but again he's free anyway if you want to do the objective, and it's still I think he's been and gone. The same with Zoltan and Zlatan and Naldo, so there you go. So that's the teams that came out. Now we also had flashback cards during this time, which I liked a lot better. So we had flashback David Villa. I have flashback David Villa. I got him because he was worth it. Now he's brilliant. He's scoring goals for me for fun. At the moment, I've brought in Lukaku, and he's been relegated to the bench, but he has scored a lot of goals for me, and he is really, really good. Really good. And again, that flashback was amazing at 92 and very cheap compared to what it should be. Very, very cheap. Really good. You had flashback Vidal. No, flashback Vidal was absolutely amazing. Again, I didn't get him because he didn't match him with any of my players. But I was likening flashback to Zidane to Vieira. If you watch a previous video, he was being likened to one of my to that. And if you look at his stats, they are incredibly similar. So again, he's good. We have Alexander Esfin, again the German guy. Didn't like him, didn't really want to get him, didn't review him. Dumbia, brilliant. Again, I've played against him loads of times actually now, and he is scoring lots of goals against me. And a lot of people obviously went out and got him. And he is good. He is very good, to be honest, guys. He is good. I wish I got him. And then we ended with Flashback Nani, which is terrible. That's how they chose to end the whole thing. That's how they decided to end FUT Birthday, was Flashback Nanny, and it was awful. It's a good card, but again, not that many people got Portuguese teams, or teams that will match in with him or anything like that. I don't think he's a desirable card. You should have, or they should have picked an amazingly big player. Again, personally, if it's FUT Birthday 10 years, Flashback Ronaldo. Again, he is, 33, 34? Guys, flashback Ronaldo back to his Man United days or something like that. Again, people would bust a bank for that, but I don't get how you didn't do it. And then we also had end of an era Robin, because he's obviously coming to a retirement. Again, didn't get him, but it looked a good card. Looked a really good card. So yeah, we had a lot of FUT Birthday SBCs come out, such as Van Basten as icon. We had George Best. We had Henri. We had Maldini, we had Yashin, we had Shearer, we had Blanc, we had Luis Figo, Kluivert, Gerrard. We had Kluivert and Bergkamp at one point. If you did Kluivert, you got Bergkamp, or if you did Bergkamp, you got Kluivert. I don't know why. And then Gerrard, yeah. So again, guys, it was full of stuff. There's some great cards in there. I think there was some highlights, but overall horrendous. I think we were promised bigger pack weight for FUT Birthday, because Carnival was quite low on pack weight, in the fact that we didn't win an awful lot. And we certainly, there wasn't that many cards, and the percentage of, it was like 1%, 2.5%. It was low to win stuff. This went up, but again, not many. I talked to an awful lot of people, and no one won anything out of packs. Only Matt HD gamers and people like that, who either spend a fortune or, sort of do that type of thing. But other than that, it wasn't, it wasn't a common thing to win people out of packs. And if you did, they're not the greatest cards in the world. People weren't excited about it. I think they missed. My verdict is, I think they missed. I think there was a couple of highlights. I think Willian was a massive highlight. I think some of the flashbacks were great. I really did. I thought Dumbia was great. I didn't do him, but I think he looked great. I think Vidal was amazing. I didn't do him, but again looked amazing. And Villa was good. So during FUT Birthday, there was some great puzzles and SBCs. I think they released some amazing icon moments, which again I haven't got the money for, but again I think the fact that they dropped mid icon, they could drop that anytime. It had nothing to do with FUT Birthday really, but it kind of made it feel a bit better that they dropped the mid icon SBC, which everybody at least got an SBC, mid icon in SBC. Some people got better ones, some people got worse ones, so that dropped in. But I think the cards themselves, a lot of them sucked. A lot of them weren't great. A lot of them weren't amazingly, sort of balanced. They didn't really work on the fact that they changed the formations the way they did, and it just didn't work. I think they're novelty cards. And I had a lot of coins. I used a lot of them on packs and that, and I got absolutely nothing. So pack weight was rubbish. Just the same. I'm going to put it out there, guys. I think FUT Birthday was a bit of a letdown. Obviously, we've got the next one coming up is going to be Team of the Season. That's coming up soon. I'm beginning to hope each time that they're better than the last, because, again, like I said, Carnival was a little bit of a surprise, but I think FUT Birthday I was really relying on for it, as it was 10 years. And my official verdict is I think it sucked a bit. I think it really did. Again, guys, down below, let me know what you think. Let me know what your feelings are on FUT Birthday. Did you do really well out of FUT Birthday, or did you also struggle to get anything and think it was just a bit underwhelming? Let me know down below. And again, if this is your first time coming here, I do lots of videos. Can you please make sure you subscribe? Can you please make sure you like the video? And please comment down below. It makes a difference. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself, find someone who can. Take care. Bye-bye.